Breaking news. Five-star linebacker Tyler Atkinson has committed to Texas. We're breaking it all down on an emergency episode of Locked On Longhorns. Intro.
You are Locked On Longhorns, your daily podcast on the Texas Longhorns. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome in. You are locked on to the Texas Longhorns. I'm your host, BK Brad Kellner, Texas grad, Austin local, and longtime sports radio host here in the Lone Star State. Thank you for making Locked On Longhorns a part of your day every single day. We're free and available wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube as well. Please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and remember to leave a comment. That's one of the fastest ways to help us grow right here on Locked On, your team every day. Today's episode is brought to you by Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONCollege for $20 off your first purchase. Just moments ago, your Texas Longhorns landed a commitment from five-star linebacker Tyler Atkinson from right here in the state of Georgia. Oh yeah, we're live at SEC Media Days in Atlanta. Texas will be talking later today, but we didn't have to wait until the afternoon for some good Texas news to arrive. Tyler Atkinson, the top-ranked linebacker in America for the class of 2026, according to not just one side, but the overall composite rankings, has committed to Texas, choosing the Longhorns over Clemson, over Oregon, and most importantly, over the Georgia Bulldogs. Oh yeah, Atkinson is from the state of Georgia. He plays his high school ball less than 40 miles from Athens. This is the second consecutive year that Steve Sarkisian has gone into the state of Georgia and stolen a five-star recruit from Kirby Smart territory. Last year, it was the five-star defensive lineman Justice Terry, the number one D lineman in the class of 2025. This year, it's the number one linebacker and the ninth-ranked player in the entire class, linebacker Tyler Atkinson. And look, pen hasn't hit paper yet. Nothing is official until December 3rd, but it goes without saying, this is a massive pickup for Texas, a massive pickup for Texas. The Longhorns were in serious need of an elite linebacker in this class. We've talked a lot about the future of the linebacker position at Texas. Anthony Hill, who will be here in Atlanta today representing Texas, he's more than likely gone after this season, more than likely a first-round pick in the 2026 NFL draft. And you've only signed a total of 3 linebackers in the last 2 recruiting classes. So the future depth of that room isn't where it needs to be. At least it wasn't where it needed to be before today's news. Now, I still think Texas will be in the market maybe for one more linebacker, but you get a player like Tyler Atkinson, that's huge. And it really helps because the Longhorns missed out on Xavier Griffin, who picked Alabama, and Braden Rouse, who ended up choosing Tennessee last week. Atkinson was kind of the last of the big 3 linebackers that Texas was really going after here in the class of 2026. Once those other 2 guys committed elsewhere, that really amplified the importance of Steve Sarkisian to go out and do whatever it took to get Tyler Atkinson, the last really big fish linebacker that they were going after, they were able to get. And hey, we touched on it during yesterday's show. Texas is recruiting the entire country. This isn't just a Texas thing. This isn't just a regional thing anymore. The Longhorns are getting guys they want from anywhere in the country. Some of the top players in this class of 2026 are out-of-state kids. Diabell, the 5-star quarterback from Florida. Now you got a 5-star linebacker from the state of Georgia. Texas going around the country, and in this case, deep into SEC territory to get some of the best recruits in America. To go into Georgia, and take a 5-star defensive player away from Kirby Smart. And this is a guy that the Bulldogs really, really wanted. That is a big, big deal for Texas. Literally. Look, we got to call a spade here. NIL played a big role in this thing, just like it did with Justice Terry last year, and just like it's played in a lot of the recent recruitments that Texas has missed. And the good news is we're Texas fans. It's good to be a Texas fan in this era of college football. The Horns have money. Not sure I'm breaking any news to anybody here. The Horns have money. And I know the last few weeks haven't been great on the recruiting trail, but all of these misses has kept money in Texas's pockets, money that they now have to spend on Tyler Atkinson and potentially 5-star running back Derek Cooper later this week. So you don't have to spend money on all of these other guys. The Felix Ojo money opened up. That helps Texas's bank account, and that allows the Longhorns to go after some other big-time targets this year. Just trust the process. I said it last week in regards to the Horns recruiting slump. 3 little birds. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. This is just the start, but it's a damn good one. All right, a quick break. A little more on what Texas is getting with 5-star linebacker Tyler Atkinson. This is an emergency edition of Locked On Longhorns. But first, a word for today's video sponsor. Shout out to our friends at Game Time. Have you ever decided at the last minute you want to head to a ball game with friends or family? I'm in Atlanta right now. The MLB All-Star Game is tonight. I might be headed to Game Time to cop a couple of tickets. Game Time is the best, the easiest way to grab last-minute tickets without the stress. And with the money you save, you can splurge on food, on drinks, on merch. You can even invite more friends to come to the game with you. Game Time makes it possible. Prices on the app actually drop the closer you get to first pitch. They've got incredible last-minute deals, clear seat views so you know exactly where you're going to sit before you purchase, and the lowest price guaranteed. That takes all of the stress and all of the worry out of buying tickets. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONCollege for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, use the code LOCKEDONCollege for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Tickets, lowest prices, guaranteed. All right, welcome back to Locked On Longhorns, your team every day. A little more on Tyler Atkinson. His high school numbers are ridiculous. He plays his high school ball at Grayson in Loganville, Georgia. Again, less than 40 miles away from the University of Georgia's campus. Last year as a junior, Tyler Atkinson totaled 166 tackles. He had 32 TFLs, 13 sacks, and 3 PBUs and an interception on top of all of that. Not too shabby. And by the way, he helped lead his team to a Georgia State championship as well. That was as a junior. As a sophomore, Tyler Atkinson, 197 tackles, 25 TFLs, 10.5 sacks. Goodness. I mean, this is video game stuff from Texas's newest commit. He's 6'2", about 210, 215 pounds. I saw this scouting report on Tyler Atkinson. Look, just watching his film and talking to some folks that I've talked to, I was already pretty excited about Tyler Atkinson. But here's a little scouting report to get you even more pumped about what the Longhorns just added. Quote, highly productive inside linebacker that can emerge as the soul of a defense with his instincts and athleticism. Owns more of a streamlined build at this stage, but is blessed with a longer frame and should have no issues eventually carrying 225 pounds or more. He's quick to locate the football with his field awareness and will mirror ball carriers with his rare start-stop ability and exceptional lateral burst. He's proven to be rather effective in the blitz as he will slip and dip around blockers before getting to the quarterback. He could fit into a variety of different schemes at the next level and will likely offer 3-down value given how he moves and strikes, end quote. Sounds good to me. What say y'all? An elite prospect going to an elite program. I'll call it an elite match. This is a huge win for Sark, for Pete Kwiatkowski, for Johnny Nansen, and everyone on the Texas staff. Shout out to Alan Clark as well. He was big on this recruitment. He continues to prove as a great hire for Steve Sarkisian, especially on the recruiting trail. He played a big role in this one. Tyler Atkinson, the 19th commit for Texas in the class of 2026. Before his pledge, Texas had the 9th-ranked class in America. Right now, I'm seeing the Longhorns moved up a spot to number 8. And I'm here to tell you, it's not stopping there. We're moving on up like the Jeffersons. Man, what a way to get things going on Texas Day at SEC Media Days in Atlanta. The number 1 linebacker in the class of 2026 is coming to Texas. And again, a local kid from right here in Georgia, committed on the Pat McAfee show right here in Georgia. And, that's got to sting. Kirby Smart and the Georgia faithful who are here in the ATL. I love it. And I know all of y'all love it too. We've got more live coverage this afternoon from right here in Atlanta. Everything you need surrounding Texas Day here at SEC Media Days at the College Football Hall of Fame. Thanks for watching this emergency episode of Locked On Longhorns. We appreciate y'all making Locked On Longhorns a part of your day. Please remember to like, to subscribe, to share, to rate 5 stars, all of those great things. For your next listen, check out Locked On Bets with my man Lee Sterling and Kevin Rogers. They are your one-stop shop for all of your sports betting needs, expert analysis, game picks, the lock of the day. They've got you covered with everything. Find Locked On Bets on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcast. Again, more coverage from Texas Day in Atlanta coming your way later this afternoon. But until then, horns up, mic's off. We'll see y'all soon. This is Locked On Longhorns.